Hey everybody, welcome to GTPLAYER. Trucker? Something like that. I have no idea. We're in Idaho Falls. I have no idea where we're going next. Montana, Mexico. That's a long trip. Well, I don't want to be a real long trip. Wyoming. Butte, Montana. That's a little better. It's a mobile screener. Wyoming. We're not taking any more of them. Elko, Nevada. That's just back to where I want to go. I don't want to go. Great Falls. You know what? Let's go up to Great Falls. It's not a real long load, but let's see if we can find this load. Turn around every now and then. I get a little bit long and you never come around. Alright, we'll see if our load is there. I'm guessing, well, it's right around the corner, so. Traffic is off if you just joined this channel. Traffic is off, but the traffic violations are on, so I still have to stop at lights and things. Check out the links down below in the description if there's anything you're interested in knowing about more. Which are hard. If there's anything you want to know more about, stuff down there, let me know. So, if you want to know about the button box, if you want to know about the steering wheel, whatever, anything. As well as there's links to my other Twitch channel for this channel. So it's live, it's basically a live version of this channel. Those I do on weekends. Alright, where are we going? What do we got? What do you have? What do you have? What do you have? Alright, I am holding a house. You know what's a big piece of equipment here? Free market. Oh, it's this little dinky thing. Great Falls. Where are we going? It's up here to the left. Main buildings. Still alright on fuels. Good. That's where we're headed. Just by reverse. Oh, that's forward. This is reverse. Little stubby trailer. UE load. Drive. Let's go. 392 miles. Up trailer. Yeah, so there's a link to my other YouTube channel. So I have a couple of them. I have this channel that I do 3 videos a week on. I have that channel that I do 3 videos a week on. Snowrunner. And I have 2 Twitch channels. One that I do currently GTA 5. Eventually it's going to be GTA 6. And I also randomly play other games on here. And then I have just this, the GTPLAYER trucking. Twitch channel. And we're just live version of this. Separate account, so it's not the same. Only time I ever play this one is when you all are watching. I don't jump ahead. I don't do things off camera. We'll see how everything goes. And if I haven't decided yet. Again, you guys aren't gonna see this until, man, the end of July. This will be, they call it the end of July. I'm way over the speed limit. This will be, yeah, it's scheduled to upload or be visible, I guess, by you all at the end of July. The exact date, but not quite August, but the end of July. This is such a light load, I might as well not be pulled over on. Hey, I'm back around to where I was. That's a good point. But I'm actually thinking about doing moto vlogging. And it's still the beginning of April. Real time. And I'm in the process of making the decision of whether I'm going to buy a motorcycle or not. So there may be another channel popping up here. We moto vlogging. So just riding around. Doing videos, recording, I guess, Wisconsin. Haven't 100% decided on the type of motorcycle. As in, looking at the Grom. So top speed of probably probably 50-ish. So is it really meant for highway? Not necessarily. Just for bombing around town. And this city is not very big. It's a population of around 9,000 people. I'm glad I didn't have to stop at this one. Because it's like uphill to the left over here. It's crazy. Stupid location for scale. I've stopped there before, but it's dumb. Not on this channel. Another channel. It's still grayed out on this one. But, or do I go for a bigger bike? I do have a motorcycle license, an actual motorcycle license. So do I go with a bigger bike so I can do more highway vlogging? As far as city goes, I'm not a hooligan, first of all. As they call themselves. You know, all the kids on their little grounds terrorizing the city, riding on sidewalks, all that stuff. I'm not that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy. It would just be me driving around. So in my opinion, if I'm gonna go drive around, I should get a bigger bike. Something that's still nimble, but yet a bigger bike. But I don't know. I don't know how much am I gonna. How much do I want to spend? That's the big question. Another thing is, If we're lucky in Wisconsin, you get 6 months. 6 months of possible riding. What happens during the winter? So for 6 months, there's no videos. You know, I don't live in California. I live in Wisconsin. This isn't Arizona. This isn't, you know, a warm area where you can drive year round. This isn't Hawaii. This is Wisconsin. If you're lucky, 6 months of driving. Typically from May till October. So May, June, July, August, September, October. Sometimes you get lucky. Right now it's April, and there's snow on the ground yet. So, like I said, May is more likely. May through October, the end of October. I've seen a foot of snow on Halloween, so it doesn't happen very often, but it's definitely a possibility. So, how much actual footage, you know, and what do you do on the off time? I mean, we do have a couple local dealerships. Like, we have a Yamaha dealer, and we have a Honda dealer, Honda/Kawasaki. So, I don't know what, I'd have to actually sit and talk with them guys. I know the one owner of the Yamaha dealer. I bought a motorcycle, I bought a couple of vehicles from him, motorcycles and stuff, over the years, 4-wheeler. Seems like a halfway decent guy, but maybe not. I mean, if he's selling you something, he's gonna be nice to you. But I would, you know, as far as like doing test rides, like, let me have the bike for half an hour, let me do a video, my impressions of whatever. My impressions of whatever, you know. Do they do Can-Ams? So they could do like a Can-Am Spider video. You do the bigger bikes, the smaller bikes. Go to the Honda dealer, ride the Navi, Ram, do test rides. But if I want to do some of the other ones, I'd have to travel. If I want to go do a Harley Davidson test ride, I'd have to drive an hour to go get there. So I could do a video of that hour driving there, and then another video of me actually, excuse me, actually driving the motorcycle. You know, I'm sure they're not gonna let me just have it for an hour, but work something out. You know, you just don't know until you ask. It's like, hey, I'm a motovlogger. I'll promote your stop, you know, and this and that. So if they get free advertisement out of it, a lot of times they're like, shh, go for it. But typically, they like to do that for bigger channels. Like, hey, yeah, sure. How many subscribers do you have? 3. I mean, eventually I'm going to get more, but, you know, and it's all this hopes and praise that you're going to grow, just like this channel. I have no idea where it's going to be when this video releases. How many subscribers am I going to have? I think right now I've got 14. This is in April. So you guys are going to be not seeing this until the very end of July. Might even be the first week of August. I don't remember. So where am I going to be subscriber-wise? Am I still going to be at 14? Or going to be at 20? I don't know. I make the videos because I like playing the game. And I hope you all appreciate the content and enjoy the content. If there's anything you want to see, you want to see me haul something bigger. Eventually, I'm leveling up my character, or whatever you call it, profile on here. Eventually, I want to own my own trailers and all that stuff. I would like, again, like I said, do multiplayer to see what that's about. I won't do multiplayer live, or what else do you want to call it? I know a few YouTubers, Twitch streamers that play this, and they do like, especially the one guy, a friend of mine. He does like group rides with like a crap ton of guys. That's convoys, whatever. I have, in my experience, when you get that many vehicles all in a small area, it gets real laggy. You know? So that would never happen on these uploads. I'm not, even if I do multiplayer, it's just gonna be me driving on a multiplayer server. On the Twitch channel, maybe a small group ride. As far as on ATS, when I get to multiplayer up on that account. Because again, I have separate profiles on here. There's no set time, so if I get to 36 and I go to multiplayer on my other Twitch profile, it's a possibility. But it's really hard to. So you start doing that, and then you start getting Discord set up. And I have to know you. I mean, I'm not going to BS you. I'm just going to give you the facts. I have to know you in order to invite you into my Discord. I don't know who you are or whatever. Too many things, too many variables can happen. And I don't like the unknown. So, I don't honestly know if I would do that in that way or not. If I know you, it's one thing. If I don't know you, that's... I have friends that play this, so I don't know if they would be interested in getting involved, but they're friends, but not necessarily the most reliable time-wise. You go, oh yeah, I'll be there at 2 o'clock. It's 3. Oh, something came up. You know, it's like, hey, just send me a message saying I can't make it. That's all I ask. A little common courtesy. That's it. No, you don't have to. I don't pay you to be there, but if you watch my other Twitch channel, which I don't have a link to, by the way, with my friends that I play GTA 5 with, which soon will be GTA 6. We are a bunch of guys and maybe a couple gals that are roughly the same age, within a few. I do miss a turn. Damn it, I did it again. I'm gonna switch this. Oh, I can't squeeze through there. How did I miss this turn off again? It's added a bunch of miles to the trip. I can find an illegal turn. Talking, and next thing you know, also I look over, my arrow's going. Like, oh, I missed it. Can't jump the guardrail. It won't let me do it. This is a little dinky trailer, so it'd be easy to whip around. I can squeeze through an area. Luckily for me, there's no traffic. That'll shorten up my trip by 80 miles. Yeah. But anyway, we all get together, we act like we're of a certain age, and we all act like we're 12. We're a bunch of morons. Goofballs. Whatever you want to call us. But to get these guys to show up on a regular basis and a regular time, and, you know what I mean, it'd be tough, you know. That they do have the game. They do have this game. them to, and in summertime it's so hard to get everybody together because people got stuff to do. I mean, they got family things going on. You got this going on. I got that going on. Life gets in the way, you know. It's like the moto vlogging, like I was saying. So to try to find time to do that. Oh, like I said, I've said this before. I have 2 Twitch channels that I do live. I have 2 YouTube channels. This one and the Snowrunner one that I uploaded videos every week to. So if I were to add in a moto vlogging channel, even if it's only for 6 months out of the year, what my whole thing on that is, what do you do for the other 6 months? People are just gonna forget about you in 6 months. So do I treat that channel like I would do this channel? Just ride and record a crap ton of videos and date them all to be released. You know? So in December there's a video of me riding when it's no snow on the ground. You know what I mean? I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do when it comes to that. I know there's another guy that I watch. I just started watching him. He's in South Carolina? North Carolina. I think he's in North Carolina. And he don't even ride year round. And he's not on the coast. He's in more inland, closer to Tennessee, I think it is. So he should be able to ride 10 months out of the year. And he says it's too cold there. You know? I don't understand how it's too cold. I don't know. I just found his channel. We're going to find out how quickly he puts videos out. I think he said he does like 1 a week. And I'd be fine with doing 1 a week. As far as that goes, too. You know? Because what days of the week don't I do a video? Mondays I don't. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So the only day I don't do anything is on Monday. So if I drop my videos every Monday morning, Helena, Montana, you know, if I were to do it that way. Who knows? Again, you guys won't see this until August. I guess if you look in the description and there's a video, there's a link to a moto vlogging channel. Check it out if you're so inclined. If there's not, that means I didn't pull the trigger, because again, this is April. Now it's about the time you want to go buy one, so that you're preempted. Because if I buy the one that I'm thinking of, the little ground, and just go tooling around, even on some of the back roads around here, it'd be fine. I wouldn't be able to go on long rides or anything like that, but I wouldn't. That's not what I'm going for anyway. Again, I'm not going for hooligan stuff either, so you'll never see me ride wheelies. I've seen a bunch of videos and debating on having the super loud exhaust. There's all little variables that I'm debating on. What upgrades? Because I already got a list of things that I would change out. Taillight delete. RN handlebars. Maybe new handlebars. New turn signals on the front and back. License plate light. And license plate bracket in a different spot. It's got a big old ugly whale tail on the back. That's if I go that route. If I decide to go the other route, I want to get a bigger bike, more of a sport style bike versus a cruiser. I'm not buying a cruiser. It's It's not in my wheelhouse. It's not my style. It's not my taste. Nothing wrong with it. If that's you, go for it. To me, it's not comfortable. I don't want to ride with my feet out in front of me. Like you're on a recliner riding down the highway. I don't see how that's comfortable or safe. Because if your feet are out there, how are they going to get back to the pegs to shift? You know, put highway pegs on something. By the time you get your feet back down, you've already crashed into whatever you're trying to avoid. Then you got the ones that have the ape hanger handlebars on them. I gotta get a picture yet. I didn't get one of this little turd of a trailer. The ape hanger handlebars on them. Your hands are way up. My arms would fall asleep if I did that. Not to mention the vibrations. I'm not looking for that type of bike or that brand of bike, if you know which one I'm talking about. It's got an H and a D in it. Change the time of day here. Sun will come out tomorrow. Put your bottom dollar. That's tomorrow. That's close enough. There'll be sun. We're good. All right, back on the road. Yeah, I'm not looking for that style bike. I've always been a fan of the more sporty bike. So that's like the Grom. Grom is a miniature version of a sport bike. And all I really wanted for initially was to go back and forth to work at 130 miles to the gallon. Why not? Go for a whole month on fuel. And I've only got about a 2 mile ish commute to work. So it doesn't have to be super comfortable because it takes me 6 minutes to get to work by car. Probably been the same thing with the Grom. But if I go with a bigger bike, essentially a bigger, sportier bike, a naked bike is what I plan on getting. First of all, it's more than double the price of the Grom. Instead of being $4,000, it's $10,000. And then you got upgrades to that. So now you've got probably $12,000 invested in it. And you really can't go over the speed limit anyway, you know what I'm saying? You know, it'll do 160 miles an hour, but legally, nah. So I'm leaning more towards the smaller bike. Just go bebopping around, you know? But again, just because I get one doesn't mean I'm going to do motor vlogs. I haven't pulled the trigger on any of that yet. Maybe by August, by the time you guys see this, I'll have already done that. It's only April now. I don't know for sure. But that's another topic for another day. So if you guys have any questions on any of this stuff, it's down in the description. The equipment I use, feel free to hit me up. I will answer your questions. And with the motovlog, I gotta buy more cameras, more accessories, more of this, more of that. You know, it's all investments, right? So, you know, probably never see a penny of that investment in return. But I guess you could use the camera as a safety mechanism too. You know, so you can capture when somebody cuts you off and you smoke into the side of them. That's caught on camera because it was their fault, not your fault. It was caught on camera. I got a dash cam essentially, or helmet cam or whatever. I gotta find the regulations because in Wisconsin I think it's different. I don't think you're allowed to wear a camera on the helmet. I don't think it's legal. I don't think it's legal to have anything protruding from the helmet. I have to get all That would be a deciding factor too. You have to get all of that regulations and stuff like that. Because that's the last thing I want is hassle, you know. Get pulled over because you got a camera mounted on the front of your, on the front of, and in the top of, whatever. Helmet. Certain states don't care. We don't have a helmet law, so we don't even have to wear a helmet if we don't want to. But where are you going to mount stuff if you don't put a helmet on? Just mount a microphone on the handlebars and yell. Oh, you gotta get his wind noise. Let the valet park it. And confirm. But again, if you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to ask. I'll answer them. Until next time, I thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, everybody.